All right, guys, I'm over at CVS, your local drugstore, and what's typically the things we use for blisters? Something new that I just noticed is this Blister Guard spray. It forms a clear, friction-free barrier, helps protect skin against blisters. Maybe we spray this in the hand before. I don't know if it's sweat-proof though. I may just buy one of these just to check it out. All right, guys, so coffee sponsor of today is Diana S., who's actually a member of my Buy Me a Coffee club. Diana writes, "Hi, just stopping by to renew my membership. I'm happy to support your channel. I've learned so much, and thanks for the awesome tennis spin welcome package. How about a future video with you and the coaches about how to properly warm up before hitting the court?" Thank you so much, Diana S. I appreciate the coffee on a monthly basis. I appreciate the question. That is actually a great question that is actually on my list. So we will be working on that one shortly. If you want to be my coffee sponsor of the day or want to be a member and continue the support, network is buymeacoffee.com/tennis spin. We're actually going to be doing some special things for the members and the people who follow me on the Buy Me a Coffee network starting in January. So look out for those special features and special events. If you want to just support the channel, super thanks is the way. Link is below. Thank you, Diana, for your continued support. And thank you, everybody out there. All right, so when I was a kid, freshman in high school, as my hands got bigger, I played with a half, borderlining 5/8, and I remember when I first got my adult rackets, there were obviously edges on the ends like this RF, which are kind of sharp. They were all like this back in the day. So none of the companies rounded off these edges, so you had nice sharp points on the butt cap. And then I also remember when I first had somebody redo my replacement grip that they literally started it like a quarter of an inch above the butt cap, therefore exposing all this. And then when I played, I hold the racket like this. So whenever I turned, it would cut, or whenever I hit, it would cut. So it would cause a blister right in the middle of my palm. It would have that first raw sensation in which when you touch the racket, it'd be like, oh, which I had to I didn't have to either. I had to change the way I gripped it from here to here. So now I'm shortening up my racket because my palm was hurting so much, and I didn't have as much leverage or power that I did, or reach, because I had to do this because all this was exposed and cutting my palm. So after the one and only experience of having somebody do my replacement grip, I was like, man, I gotta learn to do this myself. So I did. What I started doing though was I took an overgrip like this and I made sure that I overlapped the bottom with a good amount. it was kind of like the old school way, excuse me, the old school way of Coach Chris's secret way of how a pro puts an overgrip on. But if you don't like that the knobby bottom, then this is kind of the way you would kind of have to do it. So I'm going to show you. All right, so I'm going to move my coffee here. Okay, so check it out, okay? Check it out. I'm going to cover the edge, if you can see it, cover the edge and leave literally half a centimeter, if that, like hanging out. So as you can see, it's hanging out there. So I can cut, so the edge, so the overgrip covers the edge. So one full time around, just like that. Just like that. Before I start moving up. So now I'm moving up. Okay? So as you can see, there is a slight like I'm going over that edge and covering it all so that I don't feel those edges. Those edges are now padded. So when I grip it, that edge doesn't cut into my palm. Okay? But by doing this and me gripping it like this, it actually only helps a short amount of time because this edge is going to cut right through this overgrip. So as I finish it, layer it more up. So that means I have to continuously change this out if I want to protect my palm. Okay? So what I resorted to after a little while was, instead of getting my racket in a half grip or even a 5/8 grip, I would actually get myself a 3/8 grip. I would take a replacement grip. Yes, a replacement grip. And I would put a replacement grip over a replacement grip. I know nobody does that these days. Back in my day, it was more common because more people were 5/8 or halves, and then sometimes it was hard to get those grip sizes because they were so popular, and then the quarters and the 3/8 were left on the shelf. So it was easier to buy a smaller grip back in the day. I'm getting in front of the table just to give you a better shot at this. So check it out. I'm going to go right over that edge by a little bit. So what's going to happen is when I grip it, that edge, because it's over the edge, is going to fold down naturally. See, can you see? There's actually like a layer here that I'm pushing down. I know most people don't dream about doing this because they're like, oh, you just killed the bevels. You don't have, can't feel the lines, the edges of the actual racket. It actually doesn't feel that bad, guys. It's better than playing with a blister on your hand, let's put it that way. So there. Now you suddenly got padding. And you're up about a grip size. You're protected on the edge for a longer period of time, not just the overgrip. That actually feels pretty good, actually. Not only am I actually protecting my palm, I'm actually protecting here, that middle finger here that connects to the finger and the palm. I'm protecting here. As you see, my hands are taped up because it is winter. I'm protecting this part here that also gets a nice little hard blister. Or now it's hardened now. And then I also protect this part and this part. So all, doing this actually helps protect all of it. So here's the thing. A lot of the parents actually tell me when it's actually too late. My kid already has the blister. They just won their match and they're gonna have to go back on tomorrow. What do I do? I've been telling people, second skin, maybe a little mole skin. Everybody tries to do Band-Aids like this in the palm. That never works. It never stays on because there's just so much movement in the racket in the palm. So when I was at CVS, I found this blister guard. So I'm hoping that something like this works because a lot of us do get blisters as tennis players, and especially the kids. When we're starting up tennis again after a long period of time, something like this could definitely be effective. As you can see, there's a picture of somebody spraying it, or it's a drawing of somebody spraying it onto the back of a heel. So, that is, a major spot, as when you lift your foot, you're actually rubbing against the heel of the shoe. So I would say it's pretty common or consistent, it's consistent with kind of us gripping a tennis racket. I've told people that if you're in an emergency, this works if you have to do it. I'm not telling you to inject it in your body, okay? This will help create a skin on the outside layer and help protect it from the air, the racket, what's basically making it raw. Okay, so take this with a grain of salt. I'm just saying, okay, I'm not telling you to do it, but it works from what I know. Okay, but I wanted to see a little less toxic, maybe a little better for you, this stuff. Okay, so I'm actually gonna take this on the court and see which coaches want to check it out with me. So it's called Blister Guard Spray Skin Protection. Let's see if this actually works. All right, we'll see you on the court.
Hey Harry, you all right?
Yeah.
I don't usually see you carrying around CVS health products.
I know. I'm always healthy. So.
Okay.
But,
you got some blisters going?
A lot of kids have been coming in and basically telling me like they have a blister in the middle of their palm.
Right.
I found this Blister Guard spray over at CVS, and I wonder if it works. I'm gonna try not to inhale it while I'm doing this. I'm gonna hold my breath. Ooh, feels nice and cold.
Here, you want to give me a shot? I got a spot right on my thumb here that...
Okay, hold your breath. Let's double down on this test, guys. Let's double down on this test. We actually put Turn-A-Grip on there. That is gonna tear up your hand usually because we don't have sweaty hands. So let's see if it'll protect us. Coach Jared just arrived, so I pulled him before he went to his lesson. So hold your breath and turn away. Okay, let's let it dry. Okay, so I hit all the spots. I just want to see if... Don't just let it... It's going to be like paint. Okay. It has to just... It's producing a skin for you.
Got it.
Don't breathe too much right now. That's the thing. Okay, it's almost dry.
I'll make it go faster.
So I'm going to make it tough for you. Okay. A little bit. And make you use Turner.
Harry knows the date of my existence.
Woo! Made me look good.
Shot.
Coach, what'd you think?
Kind of liked it. I mean, usually when I'm playing with a Turner grip, I'm not a big fan of it just because it gets worn out pretty fast in my opinion. And then the something about the textures doesn't feel great in my hand.
You don't have sweaty hands, that's why. So.
I don't. But yeah, this stuff actually guarded my hands pretty well. Usually I kind of feel like a pinching feeling in my finger every time I hang a forehand, but with this stuff, it's not that bad. So I kind of liked it. I think it's a thumbs up for me. So,
yeah, perfect.
Yeah. I would agree. I definitely, I haven't split the skin yet, but it's on its way. And having a little coating there and a little covering, definitely I think will help.
Yeah, and you got dry hands, and I gave you that too.
Hands and he gave me this, yeah. He was trying to torture us there. It's our good friend, Harry.
And I that's my racket. So yeah, I'm good on the palm. I feel like, look, you could actually tell that the layer is still there. You could see that it's kind of shiny.
Yeah, the shiny stuff. Got some shiny stuff too. So.
And it's been a while, which I'm shocked at that it's still protecting me. So I would say if you're a person that maybe new to tennis, have a developing callus and needs to have tennis hands, try this thing. Stay there. Stay there.
You drove it all the way out there.
Always.
It's always going to make you laugh, right?
I love it.
All right, so I would say it's a good try for you tennis players that are just getting into the game, haven't developed the tennis calluses. It'll help protect you, especially for you youngins that are always crying to me, my hand, I got a blister. You know, that just spray it first and then go play, and then keep it courtside so that you can add another layer if needed, because nobody wants a blister in the middle of the palm when you're playing a match. All right, so give it a shot, guys. CVS has it. Blister guard spray, skin protection. Okay, read the directions. Don't inhale it. It's got too much alcohol for you. All right. Thank you, Jared. Where can people find you, bud?
You guys can find me at Jared Ma.
No Instagram for you. Thank you, Coach. Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Guys, are you tired of playing against the ball machine? Ball machine always wins, and you're not really getting any interaction with people. How about playing with somebody at your level, or maybe a little bit better than you, that can improve your game? There's 27,000 people nationwide waiting for you to play with. It's all at playyourcourt.com. You can find your new tennis friend, join local leagues, all for less than $5 a month. You'll have access to players at your level, your speed, and make some new tennis friends. Check it out at playyourcourt.com/tennis spin. Link is below.